In the small town of Millfield, an abandoned hospital sat at the edge of the forest like a tombstone, forgotten and wrapped in whispered legends of hauntings. People said the walls echoed with the cries of the lost, and at night, strange lights flickered from its cracked windows. Few dared to venture close, until a group of four friends, Jamie, Nick, Sarah, and Emily, decided to explore it one stormy night. Their curiosity was fueled by old stories of hidden treasures left behind when the staff fled during a mysterious epidemic 15 years ago. Armed with flashlights and a single camera, they approached the dilapidated entrance. The doors groaned as they forced them open, and a cold draft greeted them like the breath of a long-forgotten entity. The halls, lined with peeling paint and broken tiles, seemed to stretch forever, each step echoing ominously. Jamie, the most daring of the group, led the way, and they soon found themselves in the main corridor where the faintest trace of antiseptic still lingered. Shadows danced on the walls as their flashlights flickered, adding a layer of dread. The silence was oppressive, broken only by the distant rumble of thunder and the pattering rain on the roof. Sarah, whose skepticism bordered on bravado, scoffed at the stories of hauntings. But as they turned a corner into what appeared to be a children's ward, her bravado faltered. The room was filled with rusting cribs, and atop one lay a single, tattered teddy bear. Nick joked about finding the treasure here, but his voice wavered. Emily, the quietest yet most observant, noticed a set of footprints in the dust leading away from the crib. They appeared fresh. Hesitation gnawed at them, but Jamie pressed on. They followed the footprints to an old surgical wing. The air grew colder, their breath visible as mist in the dim light. Suddenly, the camera began to glitch, capturing fleeting images that none of their eyes could see. Figures standing at the edge of visibility, faces gaunt and eyes hollow. Emily whispered that they should leave, but Jamie insisted they were close to finding something of value. Just then, Sarah screamed. The group spun around to see a figure at the end of the hall, shrouded in darkness, its eyes glowing with an otherworldly light. The air filled with a low, droning hum that resonated deep in their bones. Panic set in, and they bolted towards the exit, but the hospital seemed to warp around them, corridors stretching and shifting. No matter how far they ran, the exits eluded them. The figure followed, its steps slow but relentless. Desperation took over, and they split up in hopes of confusing whatever pursued them. Emily found herself alone in a room marked morgue. Chest heaving with fear, she turned to see the specter materialize before her. It raised an arm, pointing towards a drawer in the wall. Despite her terror, some inexplicable force drew her to it. She opened the drawer to find an old journal, its pages brittle, written by the hospital's last doctor.